Alright, hello everyone, it's CDog here, and we are back with another video today, and we got a bit of a special video, if I may say, but as you already can tell by the title, thumbnail, and what you're watching right now, we got a Minecraft video for you, and again, it's going to be a bit of a special video. We're going to be doing a world tour video of my creative server. I mean, it's taken me like 2 tries to do this video. I've been trying to cut them down as short as I can, but it's like, I want to do these buildings in this video justice because, at least me personally, I've spent many hours, many nights, and probably many days building this world, and then also just building other stuff in creative worlds too. So I want to do this video justice and, put all my, hard work out there, and, just so you all can, like, enjoy it and, tell me what you think. But nevertheless, we're going to be getting into this video. Again, I'll try to do it as quickly as I can, but also as detailed as I can. I enjoy this world. I enjoyed playing it and that stuff, so I want to do this video justice, but we're rambling on, so let's get into this. So I don't know where you actually spawn when you like first get in this world, but as far as I'm concerned, this is kind of the main spawn hub area. As you can see right here, there's literally a mine track cart thingy, that goes throughout the whole map. And this is kind of the main hub, and then this is kind of like the main city area. But when you get in, again, I have a thing with gold and diamond blocks. I just like the color, and I think it looks nice. So a lot of my buildings are made out of gold and diamond. And the diamond blue, I just really enjoy that color of blue. But, Grand 924 Station, just play on words, Grand Central Station. But we're going to be starting, so over here is kind of more of my older buildings, and then over here you get to more of the newer ones. So we're going to start over here, and you can already see some of my magnificent creations when we get there. But so this is where the world ends. Again, I made this world kind of before, you could expand it even bigger. So, it can only go so far. As you can see on the map, this is how big the world used to be. And now they're a lot bigger, but anyways, let's get into this, guys. So the first building, again, these aren't in chronological order, but yeah. So this building, it's kind of a, I guess, castle building, I guess you can say, and then a defensive building. You got the cactuses right there, and then the lava on the sides, and you got a arrow and fireball shooter right there, little cannon. And I know it's Minecraft, so you can easily just pickaxe the walls, but I mean, it's all about the creative thought of it and that stuff. But that's that building. I think it's pretty cool. A bit more detailed building that I've made. This one is kind of a inspired building of just real life offices, I guess, and buildings in like downtown areas and that stuff. Where people have their little what is it, cuticle offices? Those boxes and that stuff. But this building, I didn't have too much detail into it because, again, I think when I was building it, you have other games out, and most people aren't going to be in this world. I don't think anyone has ever been in this world other than me, so it's kind of just more for aesthetics and that stuff. I mean, of course, some buildings like this one, I have detail in it, but for this one, I just didn't feel like I needed to, and the design of it, it kind of screws it up, but let's go on. So this is just a clay and redstone building, nothing in it, but I like the clay. I think it's a cool little solid color, and when you go far away, it becomes a more solid color. I just really like the clay. Over here is kind of just what was my interpretation of a kind of modern futuristic house. We're using all the half slabs instead of iron, because a lot of my buildings were iron, but the half slabs I felt like were better, and half slabs compared to the stones, the half slabs were lighter, so I thought it adds a variety to it. But we're gonna be getting over here, and we got a little maze. I'm not gonna go into the maze, but you can kind of see where you should go and where the end game is. But now we're gonna be getting over to here, or before that, we're gonna set day. So over here is kind of my sporting arenas and that stuff. Over here we got a racetrack. Minecraft doesn't have cars, but, you could sprint and still use it. Over here, we got a basketball court. Again, I wasn't trying to build them as massive as I did with this, because it would have taken a long time. And I felt like just having them in my world is good enough. And yeah, so got a little hockey ring and a boxing ring. I ain't a big fan of it, but whatever. I wanted to have it just because I thought it was cool, and I wanted to use the ice blocks, so that's that. And again, my boxing ring, that was probably the last building I made as far as out of these 5, so we're gonna get over to the big boy over here. So we have the football field, and oh boy, I mean, as you can already tell and see, we'll actually get into here. This is massive. I mean, I'm pretty sure people have built a lot bigger ones than this, but I mean, Jesus, again, these buildings I did all by myself for one person. This is insane, and you don't have the tools where you can just like slash spawn, I guess, blocks, if that's even a thing. But alrighty, so my mic just cut out. So anyways, when the game first came out, you just had survival, and I was in a survival world. And at the time, there was this glitch where you can like put blocks in like an oven or the furnace, and you could duplicate them. So I did that, and I duplicated a lot of blocks to build like a shopping mall. And actually, the shopping mall was literally the last thing I built before I tried to transfer the storage onto a different USB. And nevertheless, I deleted the world by accident. Instead of clicking move, I hit delete. So I kind of was mourning for that day. You know, I spent plenty of hours on that video, but that world was my first world. I did a football field. The field itself was probably bigger, but the actual like seats were smaller, I believe. But you know, the world would never know. But I definitely enjoyed that world. And then also I have another creative world that is not like a flat land, that is actually like has mountains, peaks, and all that stuff. I built a football field in that. And that world is actually kind of more inspired to the other world that I did prior. So I mean, I'll probably do a video on it just because, but it won't be this one because this one's already going to take way too long. But again, we're going to try to move fast. You know, we got a pyramid. I think there's like the zombie skull and that stuff on the bottom, but we got a watermelon building because I don't know why, I just like making buildings that, you know, were already in the game. So I thought, and I think it looks cool. This building my friend built in my first world, which is now deleted. So I kind of try to, from what I remember, I tried to make it the same building but inspired. So he didn't have the lily pads on the bottom, but I did. So over here we got just a basic brick house. This is one of the houses that have a bit more detail, at least on the bottom. So you know, you get the beds right there, get the fireplace and the painting. So again, for whatever reason, I liked making buildings out of already objects in the game. So I built a mushroom house, and then I built in this world two mushrooms on connected, and then, you know, the top 2 mushrooms and the side. So I mean, it makes it different. You know, you don't really see too many people building out of a freaking mushroom. Got a little sphere building. Over here we get into the pixel art or whatever. You know, we got the cake because I don't know why, I like the cake. And you know, the cake looks nice. I think I did a good job. We got the diamond swords. Again, I think I did a pretty solid job on these. You know, they got the actual diamond and then the lapis on the side. And then we're going to be getting over to here to the snowman. And again, I mean, I probably should have built one more layer of snow on top just to cover up the like coal button, but I didn't. But nevertheless, I still think it looks good. I have another Enderman in my world, but this one I literally just made, you know, just because, you know, he looks pretty derpy, and just to give this area more characteristics. You know, you got an Enderman with cross eyes, a top hat, and a briefcase. Main city, I had a bunch of coal lined up as like streets, you know, connecting to each building. So again, this alone took ages to do, and you know, again, it's crazy, but again, it adds character to this city. So again, as we all know, Black Ops 2 is my favorite game, so I, you know, had to pay a little bit of homage to Black Ops 2, and you know, Black Ops 3 came out, and I mean, again, the multiplayer is fine, but I don't really like it at this point. But the time I did build this just because, you know, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, and I thought, you know, Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 3 would be a follow-up of Black Ops 2, but in reality, it wasn't. But a little pool table over there, I'll probably briefly look at that in a minute. And then over here we have a Call of Duty map in a way. You know, you got one team spawning there, another spawning there, and you know, you battle it out. And then there's a secret little piece up there for you to use. You have one team right there, one team right there, and then you have arrows and that stuff, and it's kind of like capture the wall or capture the flag, but you know, you're on top of metal rods, and if you fall in, you don't want to fall in because then you'll fall into lava. But next building, next item. So I wanted to build like a little star, and you know, have the star light beaming down onto the ground, but light doesn't work like that in Minecraft, so I had to put little glowstone and all that stuff on the bottom. And then right here we have the star. So again, just something to one, keep me entertained while I was playing, and you know, just to add character to this world. You know, you got a nice little star. And then also right here I have probably 3 actually. So right there, as you can see, falling star. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 secret items hidden without the map. And as you can see right there, there's one right there. And again, like I said before, I mean, most people, I don't think I've ever had anyone come on this world except for maybe once or twice. And I mean, it's just a little thing that I do in my world, just to, you know, add character, as I mentioned before, you know, having a little secret Easter egg, a little water slide ramp pool thing that I built right there. Again, just, we got ourselves right here an actual boat. I didn't really care too much about how the boat looked. I was just trying to make a TNT cannon, and this is what it came up with. Over there is literally just a building with a sticky piston in the front, so whenever you try to get into the building, it just pushes you out. This building I started building ages ago, and I actually have footage of it on my internet, or on my YouTube, and I was doing a little series about it, and every time I would do the series, I would, you know, place a sign saying what I was doing, and then I would start doing it. But nevertheless, so we have a roller coaster. Again, this took me ages to do, and you know, if you start right there, you end right there, you can also go all the way back around, and I think that's pretty cool. You can, you know, go forward and backwards on it. You know, you got the green little section, then you got the blue section, then you got the little kind of fiery section. So I think it's a really cool roller coaster, and you know, again, I don't know, it's just, I really enjoyed it. And if I didn't privatize the videos, you can probably check it out. Alrighty. So, again, did that ages ago, but that's that. Over here, we just have a little farm area. Do I have the animals? Okay, yeah. Usually the animals would always despawn, but they're still there. We have some of our pets. We have Big Girl and Night Runner. And then we have Piggly Wiggly. Shouts out Piggly Wiggly. But this is a little farm area I made just because I wanted a farm area. Because again, this world is flat land, so you kind of just have animals roaming around wherever. And I kind of wanted to make it to where they're all in one area. So that's my farm area. And now we're getting into the more building area. So let's go over here. This is my main building. Pretty much in every world, I build a pretty big house made out of diamond. And, you know, that's kind of my actual house. We have a kitchen over here. Okay, so the kitchen's over there. Then this floor is empty, and I believe the floor above it, I have like kind of a quote-unquote movie theater area. And then right here is kind of the master bedroom. Actually, is there... Okay. I don't know why every room that is empty, there's a window, but... So yeah, this building, again, I didn't add too much detail to it because of the fact that I just didn't know what to put. And I thought I just kind of like building the buildings just to build and having it be there for aesthetics. But, you know, we got the polar bears, iron golems, and horses there. And then in here we have the snowmen, cats, dogs, and the parrots, and some iron golems. But this is pretty much my main house. Can I fly up? And my main house that I built, and it's pretty much in every world. Got a little garden area. Over here, yeah, I definitely want to mention this. So, got the waterfall. Villager house, I had a bunch of villagers in there, but the game was lagging a lot, so I had to get rid of them, and now it's kind of just a library type house. Iron ingot house, water and lava, little decoration thing. And then over here is something special. You know, you got the end portal and the, what is it, nether portal, end portal, whatever. enchanting table, and then an underground city. So this took me ages because I had to break out a bunch of blocks. I kind of had a different thing in mind, but because, you know, you can't build any lower, this is the best you're going to get. And it's pretty much just a bunch of, like, little buildings. Not too much detail in any. You know, that's got a bunch of chests. I mean, I still think it's pretty cool. You know, you definitely have a bunch of buildings out here. Don't get me wrong. I mean, of course they're small, but still pretty cool. I enjoyed doing that and having that little Easter egg again. And then also another Easter egg, as I said, you know, you have the 4 items spawning throughout the map. Or not spawning, but across the map. You have this kind of little Easter egg. Okay, not on that one. Well, anyway, so me and my friend, when we started playing Minecraft, we're in I don't think we're in a creative world, but we were in a world, and for whatever reason, just for me to be different, I built my house out of sugarcane, and I thought it actually looks cool, and I still think it looks cool. So I built that, and I then built it in this world. So if my friend is watching this, shout out to you. You know about the OG days in the sugarcane building. I don't know why, just, you know, because just to, you know, brighten up people's day, you know, I added a smiley face to every sign throughout this world. Again, a little Easter egg that I did. Oh, we have a little garden, you know, you got a kind of little river pond type thing right there. Again, just to add an ecosystem and, you know, texture to this world. Just a basic note block, or not note block, a land block, I think. Gotta plug my YouTube channel. Again, I mean, I'm literally pretty much the only one who's ever been on this world, so I'm not really promoting to too many people, but, you know, gotta promote that. Over there, like a little club building with, strobe lights. Over here, we have, Jeebus, my voice is getting super hoarse. I'm, like, constantly talking, but sorry about that, too. If you're still watching this, thank you all very much, but I am sorry that my voice is getting a little hoarse. But it is what it is. We have Spider-Man, but inverted, so the red should be blue and the blue should be red. We have a panda, and then the same thing with the zombie. The blue, I believe, should be purple, and the purple should be blue. And also little diamond boots, and a golden helmet. And then CD for CDog. So moving on, so this is a Waffle House, or what I picture it to be a Waffle House. I literally have a tower going up to the very peak and max height. So yeah, you can't build anymore past this point. Or, I mean, you can one block, but you know what I mean. I mean, I just wanted to build a giant building like that just because. And, you know, you can see a visual view of my world. You know, you got the roads, all the buildings. So again, same thing with my the first building way over there. This was kind of inspired for, like, an office area, you know, building. I guess about, yeah, just a little bridge, you know, connecting these two buildings together. This building has a bit more detail than that. And then right up as you get to here, like, it's just completely empty. But we're gonna go view it real quick.
So we got this level made of gold, and then you just drop down, nothing there. Because again, at the time I was kind of getting overkilled on Minecraft, so kind of just stopped building it. So we'll go down, down. But yeah, that's pretty much what a lot of the buildings look like. You know, you of course got the lights and that stuff, but yeah, so here's where, like, the little hub is for these buildings to connect. And then you get over here. You can get a nice visual of all my world, for the most part. Got a little ice building over there. You got that. And then you just go down. Pretty much the same thing with that building, but this one has ender. Actually, I forgot what the block's called, but it has quartz, gold, emerald ingot, and that stuff. So again, really, I enjoy it, and I really like the blue and the green together. I think it looks really nice.
So yeah, you got those two together. These two are a bit of my newer buildings because these blocks just recently got into the game. You know, I like the purple color, so I built a little building like that. Very nice. Very subtle. Again, didn't really add too much detail except for the actual rods themselves. I don't know what they're called. And then I added that too. I was gonna build, for this whole road, I was gonna build streetlights throughout the whole city and throughout each of those things, but again, it just started to get time consuming and I just couldn't do it. And I was trying to build other things. This is kind of a ice house, kingdom, castle type thing. This is kind of more detailed building. As you can see, you know, this is just plain old big and blocked, cubed. And this, you know, has more detail. So there's certain buildings that I just kind of built giantly and, you know, squared. And there's other buildings that I kind of added more quote-unquote detail to. the clothes store. Again, wanted to add more characteristics to the world. I have the clothes store, a grocery store, and then I have a little motel, hotel type thing. Alrighty, so again, here's another little stopping point. So, you know, you start from there, you can stop right here and keep going down, or you can go down here. Fancy house. This one has a bit more detail into it, and this is like a little ball area, a little dance floor. You know, of course, we got the cat. It's gonna play. There we go. So yeah, this is a bit more, I mean, it's not too detailed, but it is a lot more detailed than other buildings, and I think it's really nice. You know, you got the gold ingots, and then right here, I really like the look of this with the glowstone. But nevertheless, moving on. Right here is definitely a building I enjoyed building, and I think it's really cool. Again, there's not too many rooms because of the design of it, but I feel like if this was a real house, I mean, of course you can make more rooms and that stuff, but I think it would look really cool. Again, I really like this design, how, you know, you have the door right there, you come in, and then you can go back out right here into like a little open view window. And then below here, again, kind of a little dance floor ball area. And then as you go all the way up here is technically the only room, the master bedroom, and you can look over at your peasants and, you know, admire your success. What is that? I think it's like churches and all that stuff that have like murals and that stuff on top of the ceiling. I kind of did that with this. Again, it's not really showing anything. It's kind of different designs, but I thought that was pretty cool. And, you know, again, as characteristics to the world, another smiley face and a little flower garden area. From what I remember, I tried to build this house inspired of Tony Stark's house. I just recently looked it up, and it kind of doesn't look anything like this, other than the top has like certain circles to it. But so this is what it looks like kind of from the inside. I'm not gonna, there's like literally the only room is that room right there. Again, to save time, I'm not gonna really show too much of it, but we're gonna be getting over into this house now. Again, I really like the nether quartz and pillars, so I use that in a lot of my builds. And the same thing with the house I just showed. This is pretty much the exact same thing, but only instead it's kind of a bit more chill, I guess, kind of, you know, with the red and nether quartz and that stuff. But yeah, again, kind of same design and layout, just different, a lot smaller and not as big, and doesn't have the whatever you want to call those window areas. Again, this is another half spherical house. There's really no detail to it. Just wanted to, you know, have kind of a checkerboard floor. Moving over here, so I built this, and then I built this, and I enjoyed the whole well, actually I should say, so everything on this building is the exact same on here, and, you know, same layout. And then I built this, and I thought, you know, I want to do the same thing with this, or the same thing with that to this. So then I built this building, and, you know, they connect underground. Nevertheless, so again, the buildings connect underground. Jeebus. They connect underground, and yeah. As you can see, they're identical. The stairs are both on each the same side. I really like that building, you know, I think it's pretty cool. You know, again, if you could go lower than the bedrock, I think I could have done a lot more stuff underground, but right here we got the little Midwestern Saloon Bar. And this was kind of more of my buildings that I try to do more details with. And as you can see, I think I did a good job with it. You know, we got the orange sand and the actual sand. And then right here, we got just a little deck area. And then you go over here, you can, like, you know, look out at the people below you. And then actually, let's go down. Jeebus. And then, yeah, so we got the actual bar area itself. You know, you got the potions. What potions are these? Night, poison, okay. So yeah, again, this was kind of more of a detail, this was more of a building I added more detail to. And I think it turned out very nice. Alrighty, and I'm back. I just had to do a little jump cut and a little break. Probably should have done a break earlier because my voice was getting hammered. This is again a kind of little hub area I made. I don't know why, I just feel like making the buildings with iron and glass, it's kind of like a futuristic and cool little concept to do. and I really enjoyed the way it looked and turned out. CD for CDog. Over here, I built just like a little random hut area because again, these blocks were new. So yeah, and I think from what I remember, I think this was a place that I wanted to build just so you can like, you know, stow away your horses and that stuff. But, you know, it could have also been, you know, like kind of a beach house theme, because I know beach houses, you know, beach houses have like pillars. They don't have like actual like bottom areas. They just have like the pillars and that stuff. But here, yeah, I just cannot say here right now. My voice didn't keep cracking, but again, it's supposed to be like a little open concept view of the sky. I don't know if you see the sunset or the sunrise, but pretty nice. I think it's a very nice building. Moving on. Hopefully y'all, again, are enjoying this. I am, because, you know, it's bringing back very much a lot of memories. I literally did a tour of this building. So back in middle school, I made a clay sculpture of a house with a pool and a football field on the top. And this is pretty much identical to it. I would show you all it IRL, but it's in boxes and I don't want to get to them, but this is pretty much a football or a house with a football field on the top, pool on the side, and you know, you got a little water fountain and a little garden area type thing right there. And then right here, of course, you know, you got the wood with the brown wool, I believe. You know, again, just to add detail and, you know, depth to the house. You know, since I'm not adding too much detail with like chests and beds, you know, you gotta add detail with the floor. This is the garage area underneath the pool. And then again, here over here is one of the newer buildings. Again, so I just kind of build buildings just to add the newer blocks, and you know, just because. But I think this building turned out really nice. Again, it's kind of like a sea castle. You know, you got the waterfalls, you know, leading off to each other. Okay, so yeah, it's literally just an open area, but it's all good. It's whatever. Alright, and then this also, I'm not going to show too much into detail, but this is what I this is not what I pictured. This is what my old IRL house used to be. Is a, like, you know, a nuclear fallout shelter. I mean, I know it's made out of lapis lazuli, so it's not too sturdy, but you get over here, you're surrounded by bedrock, and then you just close that, and then bam, you got a brick right there. I don't think obsidian can move, so yeah, so I put brick because brick's like kind of the next best thing as far as I remember. But again, you know, this world is kind of just more kind of just, I mean, as you can see, I mean, again, no one comes in this world, and you know, it's Minecraft, so I mean, when will you need a nuclear fallout? So again, it's kind of just, you know, just the imagination process, and that's we're coming to an end, guys. You know, it's been a long video, but to make the, you know, trip writing this not as boring, you know, you got a pumpkin. The pumpkin I really butchered on this. I do like how the mouth has depth to it, but you know, you got the pumpkin, and then you go into the watermelon, and then you go to there, which is the end of the world. Is kind of, I guess, the again, I forgot what this was specifically built for, either the sunrise or sunset. And you know, you can look out and just watch it rise and watch it set. It's kind of like a mountain house in a way, kinda. You know, it's made out of the wood. Again, not too much detail. You know, you got the furnaces, of course. Well, you do got the bed in there, but then out here, I kind of pictured it for like, you know, just those like beach chairs. You know, those foldable chairs. I got a little pool or a hot tub right there. Again, this is more detailed Enderman. An Enderman, you know, Enderman like the carry block. So I picked up the Enderman. I put the Enderman, and now he's carrying a block with the golden tree, which I think is pretty cool. Note block, I don't think it makes any sound. Yeah, no, it doesn't. Okay, so yeah, I did have it make noise. Again, I don't know how to use whatever block, or I don't really know how to use the note block, so I mean, it kind of is what it is. Again, just kind of cool visual thing in my world. Season/holiday houses. I believe I made the Thanksgiving house first, and then I made the Christmas, and then I made the Halloween, then I made the New Year's and Valentine's. I kind of built it kind of in a weird order, but it still is kind of chronological. You know, you got October, November, December, January, and then February. Right? Yes. Oh, okay. So yeah, here's where the God Fern is at. Here you can shoot off fireworks. Over here, you know, you got the little love house. You know, it is Valentine's Day theme. But again, as always, you know, I just enjoy building. Again, I don't know if y'all think these are good buildings or bad, but I just really enjoyed building. You know, gets my mind off things. And, you know, I think I did a pretty good job with all of these. Over here, the Happy Thanksgiving. Again, you know, you got that little Easter egg with the smiley face. Over here, can't remember what I have on the inside. Again, I think it's kind of just basic. So yeah, you know, you got the little cobwebs and that stuff. And then also, before you could dye beds, I just had a little bed right there just because. No, I do not. But for some of the beds, I do have like actual like little rugs on top of them just to kind of quote unquote change the color. But other than that, guys, I mean, I think that is literally all for my world. I mean, you know, I spent hours, days, whatever, nights building these, and, you know, I just wanted to, you know, show it off, because I think I'm actually going to be updating this game, because there's, like, a new game update where you, like, get a new game or something like that. So, in the case it doesn't save this and it deletes, you know, I want to put it out there so my hard work wasn't for nothing, and, you know, I could still come back and watch it, my world. And, you know, again, if you want to see actual Minecraft videos, let me know in the comments, you know, as far as creative or survival. I will be doing another video showing my other creative world. Nevertheless, you know, we're going to be doing one more set today. But anyways, again, you know, let me know in the comments what you all think of my world. Again, some of the buildings aren't too detailed, you know, you got just basic squared ones, but, you know, everything, you know, tells a story and has a reason and purpose. Ooh, jeebus, this has been a long video, guys. It was also to add variety and extra content to my channel, because, you know, I've been just doing Fortnite, Call of Duty, and Friday the 13th, jeebus. I think I'm going to end the video, you know, one last look of this magnificent world. But nevertheless, again, to do my outro, like, for the 50th time, if you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe, leave feedback in the comments. You know, we're always trying to improve. And, you know, you can give me feedback on the buildings, what you think of it, and all. But nevertheless, thank you all for watching, and have a good day.